Aces and the Tigers, the hometown Tigers of Olney, Illinois. A little Illini Conference matchup. Olney has really gotten the better of the LIC this season versus Mount Carmel, rather. A record of 9-7 on the year for the Tigers. And on the other flip side of this, it is 4-12 for your Golden Aces. Max, welcome to Richland County. Should be a fun night of basketball. What does this matchup have in store tonight for the folks back home in Mount Carmel?
You know, something I've seen a lot from Olney is they're going to want to slow it down. They want to rotate the ball. They have in their starting lineup 6'6", 6'6", 6'7", 6'1". So they are a very big team. And, you know, for as big as they are, they have a lot of guard play. Number 4, Rex Hallam, who is one of those that stand at 6'6". He can jump out of the gym. He's just a really good athlete. And then Casey Toman at 6'8", actually. Sorry. He's a 6'8", weighing in at 305, is actually a 3-star offensive tackle on the football field. So he's somebody that they're going to really want to feed in the post, get him back to the basket, working down low. So we're going to see a lot of back-to-basket play, working the ball around, not settling for shots, because this is a Rob Flanagan team, and he's done the same thing for – I really think he's coached for 25 years, and there's a reason that he has right around 600 all-time career wins. So this is going to be a team that's just going to play the right way. But what I expect to see from our Aces is really good defensive pressure, Eli. They did a great job against Sisney of pressuring the ball. They did a really good job of being smart at when they sent their traps. They attacked the boards, and they switched between a zone and a man pretty seamlessly for what I thought was going to be the case. So this is going to be something fun to watch. I think that we can maybe see a David and Goliath scenario with the Olney Tigers basically running the LIC for the last couple of years. They have consistently been 25-plus win teams, and they don't expect any change this year, even though they're 9-7. So Mount Carmel's got a load that they're going to have to carry tonight. They're going to have to work hard on the defensive end, and then they're going to have to fight on those boards. You know, when you face a team that's 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", when you go from the forward to the center spot, that's scary.
Yeah, it's no secret that Olney has the size advantage tonight. You would think that playing a team like this with the size advantage, you're going to have to play a pretty quick style offense on the other side of the ball. But Olney did have quite a tremendous football season this year, and it looks like they're on the right track in basketball as well. Just a pretty good tradition across athletics as a whole for Richland County. Mount Carmel on the other side as well, a rich tradition of athletics. And it just seems like this is one of those years for Mount Carmel where, you know, it's a bit of a down year. And it's okay to say that, but, you know, the record doesn't lie. You know, 0-2 in conference play, a few weeks out from the LIC tournament. You kind of mentioned it beforehand. This is a game to where the Aces could possibly get back on track and kind of, as you put it, a statement win tonight if they're able to take down this very talented Olney team.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the biggest games of the year for them. They just came off a big one against Sisney, as we talked about. Played a really complete game, a really solid game. And, again, this is Goliath, but Goliath was beatable, and here this Olney team's beatable. They've dropped some games that they shouldn't have, and some of those came at the Capital Classic where Mount Carmel obviously did not play well, but they've dropped a couple games that they shouldn't have. They've just gotten Hallam back, who's one of their primary scorers, but I think a lot of what it's going to take to beat this team is, can our best defender, Shane Metter, stay in front of R.J. Keller? He's averaging right around 17 points a game that I saw on Max Preps, but he's not the only guy that goes out there and scores. Casey Toman gets so many baskets, just beating you down in the post. You don't really stretch the floor when you're 6'8", 305 pounds, but he doesn't have to. He just beats people down in the post, and then they just use their size so well. They attack the rim so well, and they're just such a sound, fundamental team. And then the last thing that I cannot forget to mention is every Olney Tiger team plays some of the most stout man-to-man defense I've ever seen. And they pressure the ball. They're up in your grill. You're going to watch. The coaching staff's going to be coaching just as hard as they're playing. they're going to be down there fighting, and they're not afraid to really get loud, really get into it, try to, propel their team to a win on the defensive side of the ball.
Should be a fun night of basketball in Southern Illinois. This has been the Coach's Pregame Show. Unfortunately, we did not get a chance to talk to Justin Carpenter, head coach of your Golden Aces tonight, but I'm sure he'd have a lot to say against the pretty talented Olney team. So we are going to take a 2-minute break and be back with starting lineups brought to you in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. Also with the Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10 Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285, and we will be back give us 3 minutes. We will be back with starting lineups and your national anthem right here in Richland County. Back in 3 minutes.
Okay, so they've got 20 and 22 up there. I don't know if the Keller kid is hurt or had been hurt earlier or what.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
Bilo is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Bilo for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Bilo, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
New year, new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $12,000 off. And take home a new 24 Ford truck now with invoice pricing. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Back here to Ron Herron Gymnasium in Richland County. Your starting lineups brought to you in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. First for the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, it appears it's going to be tonight Andrew Militoni, number 2, Jack Webb, number 4, Elliot Acree, number 5, Owen Blake, number 12, here for the Golden Aces, and Shane Metter, number 24, for the Golden Aces to round out things for your Mount Carmel Golden Aces as we head over to the Richland County Tigers.
This has been the starting lineup they've really ran with most of the year. Earlier this year, we were seeing number 25, Rhett Andrews, in that starting lineup, but it switched to Owen Blake, who really gives a perimeter look for this Golden Aces squad. He shoots the 3-ball well, and against a team like Olney tonight, I think we're going to see a lot of Rhett Andrews in there trying to fight on the boards and give us some more size and leaping ability.
So here are the starting lineups for the Richland County Tigers. It's going to be number 20, if I heard that right. It's going to be Owen Coker. And moving on to our next starter, the 6'4 junior, number 22, Reed Klingler. Definitely, as we mentioned in the Coach's Pregame Show, a size advantage for Richland County. 6'6 senior, number 4, that's going to be Rex Hallam. To no surprise there, as we kind of guesstimated the starting lineups beforehand. As we move forward into these starting lineups for the Tigers, it's going to be number 40. That is not listed on my roster. There it is, Reed Brown, number 40 for the Tigers. And to round things out, Not a great angle here, but might be number 24. 6'4", junior number 50. That's going to be Casey Toman, as you kind of laid out, Max, earlier.
Yes, we didn't see R.J. Keller in the starting lineup, who is their season-leading scorer. He's been really consistent for them. So, what I'm going to guess, and I hate to make those guesses, but probably coming off some sort of minor injury. They're just going to try to ease him back into it instead of starting him right out of the gate. Just try to take a little bit of stress off of him, as he might be 100%, but you don't want to risk anything like that when you got regionals, the LIC tournament, and they're going to try to get some more wins under their belt and try to win the LIC for, I think, the 5th or 6th year in a row.
Yeah, it's an important one tonight. We are just about set for tip-off between the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, your hometown Aces, and the Olney Tigers. Once again, a record of 4-12 for Mount Carmel, 0-2 in conference play, 9-7 for the Tigers of Richland County, 3-0 in conference play. We are just about set. You heard the starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. Aces win the toss. Number 24, Shane Metter, has possession. Dribbles left, top of the key, looks inside, back out to the left. Key shot put up by the Aces, no good, rebounded Tigers.
They might not got the shot to fall, but they got the look they wanted. Great play design and call there by Coach Carpenter.
Tigers have possession, 50, left corner, 40, top of the key, passes over to number 20. That's number 4 now in possession, Rex Hallam. He's got a shot at the top of the block, puts it in, scores.
That's a tough move, Eli, and that's something that he really good at, using that frame and his length to get his shot off over a little bit smaller defenders.
Tigers up 2-0 to start it. Aces are going to turn it over and back at the half-court line. Tigers now have possession, just a costly mistake to start things off.
Yeah, you can't have those simple turnovers early, especially against such a good team in Olney, who's the favorite to win the LIC. Just cannot make these simple mistakes. Got to clean it up. Tigers
have possession. Just past the top of the key. Left side now, left wing, 40. That's, once again, Reed Brown, Foul on the Aces. That's going to be number 4 fouled. That is Rex Hallam. Not sure who committed the foul there, unless you saw that, Max.
That was number 2, Andrew Militoni. On the defensive end of the ball there, he sunk a little bit too far on the help side and got himself pinned by by Hallam, and wasn't able to get back around and got the foul in the process.
Militoni gets his first, and Tigers score again. An easy basket, just no defense there from the Aces. Rex Hallam once again. Or rather, it might be number 40 on the points there. Now it's going to head Tigers' way once again. Aces just 2 back-to-back mistakes quickly here. 6:46 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this team makes mistakes. They're a very good defensive team, this Aldi team is, and they pressure you like crazy in their man-to-man.
Tigers have possession. Number 4, Rex Hallam with possession. Tosses over to 40. He goes 20. Right wing, back to the top of the key. 22 now possession. Left side. Rex Hallam at the top of the key, setting things up for the Tigers. Hallam dribbles left, stops, picks up his dribble, passes to 40. That's Reed Brown. Right wing, shot, put up the 3, no good. And it's going to be Aces possession, headed the other way.
Over the back call there. Good job by Shane Metter on the backside. Looking for a box out, getting a body on somebody and fighting for that board. He's able to draw a foul and is going to have it going the other way.
Aces in a hole, not a big one, 4-0. Tigers lead at 6:08 to play in the first quarter. That's number 2 with possession for the Aces. Andrew Militoni passes left wing, drives inside, is number 24, and he's got it.
Yeah,
and one. Number
they called a
24.
charge there.
Excuse me, it's going the other way then.
Yeah, he was set for maybe an hour, Riley. You got to be careful there. Take a jump stop. Instead of trying to go up off one, don't just fly into somebody. You're going to pick up a charge there every time.
So it's going the other way. Tigers have it, still up 4-0. Right wing is number 20. That's Owen Coker. He's going to drive inside, passes left wing. 40 has possession, drives inside, sets his feet, takes a shot. No good. Rebounded. Aces headed the other way.
Good defense there by Owen Blake. Had active hands and didn't pick up a foul. You like to see that.
Shane Metter has possession, right wing, puts up a three, no good, off the front of the rim, rebounded Tigers, fast break opportunity. Here's Rex Hallam around the back, inside score.
That's a tough move, Riley. That's fun to watch. You don't see kids make that play often, and that's what you see when you get high-level basketball players.
That offense runs through number 4 over there in Richland County. Number 4 now for the Aces has possession, tosses over to number 5, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded Tigers. That was Akery on the shot attempt there. Rex Hallam has possession, no one looking, passes inside 22. Reed Klingler puts up a shot, and the Aces find themselves in an 8-0 hole, 4:57 to go in the first period. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and be right back with some more Aces basketball.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wash Valley College.
Hello, I'm
Here
Sarah.
at a Ron Harem Gymnasium, the Olney Tigers find themselves ahead 8-0 over your hometown Golden Aces. It's just been all Tigers up to this point. Not a strong defensive effort through the first period, Max.
No, they're getting really sloppy on the offensive end of the ball. With this tough pressure that these guys are bringing, they've had a couple costly turnovers, and that's led to some easy buckets for the Tigers.
Aces will start with possession. Passes out to number 4. That is Jack Webb. Almost turns it over at the half court. Good defense by the Tigers. Right corner 3, number 12 is good.
He's a great shooter when he's set. In this 1-2-2, you got to look for those swings. Great job by Andrew Militoni to get that swing against the zone.
That was a 3 for Owen Blake. Tigers have it now, puts up a shot. Rebounded by the Aces. Much better on this possession.
Yeah, they've switched to a 1-2-2 also, so we're seeing a lot of zone defense. We're going to see who can crack the code first, and right now it's looking like the Aces.
Akery at half court, setting things up for the Aces. Looking, goes left. 3-point shot, no good. Brick that one. Tigers possession, headed the other way.
They've went back to that man-to-man. That's something that a lot of coaches like to do out of timeouts, is switch to some sort of zone, and great job there by the Aces of recognizing it early.
Rex Hallam has possession. That's going to be a foul. A charge for the Aces now, headed the other way.
You know, good call there. You just can't flail your arm out and try to, push off, as it's said, but good job by Shane Metter. Take it on the chest and continue to keep trying to play defense.
Looks like Owen Coker took that one, his first of the game, I believe, so he'll head to the bench. That might be number 2, 1 or 2. Either way, he's headed to the bench. Aces have possession. Right corner is number 4, Jack Webb. He passes back up. Top of the keys, number 5. That's Elliot Akery. 12 has possession now. Good defense by the Tigers. Top of the key once again for Jack Webb. He sets things up, takes a shot, no good. Easy rebound for the Tigers, headed the other way.
He's really good from shooting free throws, so I like seeing him take those mid-range shots.
3-point shot there for the Tigers. That's 24. They get their rebound. R.J. Keller on that shot. He's got it once again. Setting things up for the Tigers. He's at half court now, 24. R.J. Keller back out to Hallam. Keller once more. Left wing, top of the key now is Keller. He passes to the right side. Left corner 3, wing rather, rebounded by the Aces, no good.
More good defensive rebound by the Aces, doing a good job on the backside, boxing out, and really just getting up for those boards.
Jack Webb has it, passed out to Elliot Akery now at the half-court line. 2:31 to go in the first period. 8-3, Tigers lead it. Aces just setting it up here, taking things slow. Akery passes inside to Jack Webb. Back out, left wing, 3, no good, airballed. Out of bounds, it's going to be Tigers ball.
You know, he got his feet set, just rushed it a little bit, Riley. That's what you're going to see on any sort of three-point opportunity. If it's rushed, it's not even going to get close. You like to see the willingness to shoot and the willingness to make that skip from Andrew Militoni. Good backdoor cut, good look from Jack Webb, just didn't get a shot to fall. That's outside the turnovers. That's a little bit of the story of this first quarter.
Tigers have it once again. 2:10 left in the first period. Number 4, Rex Hallam. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. Looks like he got a foot there on the line. Going to be Ace's ball.
And right there, costly turnover from the senior Rex Hallam. Well, not costly technically, but still, that's not something that you want to have early as a turnover like that. So here we're going to see if Mount Carmel can use that turnover and try to cut this lead to, a one-possession ball game.
Not sure what's going on right now.
Student section, what they're yelling, officials telling them they need to quit, and he just pulled over to the athletic director to go try to get them to calm it down and not, say whatever they said.
Must have been something. They had to stop play for a moment, but we're back in action here. Aces have possession. That's number 4 with possession, Jake Webb. He passes out to 24, Shane Metter. Right wing, drives inside, loses possession, but rebounded. Number 5, Akery. He's caught up by a Tigers defender, passes way outside. Left wing, Jake Webb. Defended well, drives inside, passes out to 12, pump fake, sets things back up. Right wing now, that's Akery. He's looking for an inside pass here to Jake Webb, puts up the shot, no good, rebounded Tigers.
Great possession there, honestly. They didn't get the shot to fall, but if they continue these sound possessions with good rotation, they're going to get some more points on the board.
Tigers had it, put up a 3, no good, rebounded Aces. Setting things up once again, 1:16 on the clock in the first quarter. 8-3, Tigers still lead. Shane Metter is setting things up for the Aces now. Taking their time, 1:06 on the clock. Defended well, 25 now. That's Rhett Andrews. Inside shot put up by 24, Metter. He's going to get fouled on that shot.
Great play there. A lot of people, it's kind of a horns look is what people like to call it, that 4 cross. And did a great job and a great pass from Rhett Andrews to get Shane Metter open under the rim. I'd like to see him, after he gets that shot fake, gets him in the air, hold it for a second longer, let him come down instead of going up too early and, just trying to bait into a foul. Try to finish through the contact.
He went to the line, made the first one of 2. 8-4 now, still in favor of the Tigers, 101 as we await the second shot from Metter. Puts it up, off the front of the rim, rebound Tigers. Headed the other way is number 4, Rex Hallam. Left wing now, 20. That's Owen Coker. Back to Hallam. Right wing now, right corner rather, is 24, Keller. He passes back out to Hallam. He drives inside, does Hallam, puts up a shot. Easy buckets for Hallam. He's taking this one over.
Yeah, he being 6'6", playing that guard forward hybrid that you see in high school is so difficult.
Aces have it now. Trap was 24. He got out of it. Number 5, Akery puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded Tigers, headed the other way. Fast break opportunity. Here's Hallam. Puts up a shot. Foul. No, he won't be a foul. Might have been, but headed the other way. It's going to be Aces.
He's trying to leak out and get a dunk, Eli. It was kind of obvious there. Good job to notice the outlet pass. Just threw it a tad bit late and gave Mount Carmel time to get back on the defensive end.
12 seconds left on the clock, first period. Aces likely headed for a final shot of the first quarter. It's 24, setting things up is Metter. He's trapped well by the Tigers, stolen away. That's the Tigers, and they won't get the final shot off, but a great defensive effort there by Olney. It's 10-4 at the end of 1 in favor of Richland County. We're going to be back in 1 minute for the second quarter.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows, use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime, they should go counterclockwise, wintertime clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
Great victories start with smart plays. At First National Bank, we help you craft a winning savings strategy, whether it's for a new home, a dream vacation, or a secure future. Like a great team, achieving your financial goals takes preparation, patience, and the right partner by your side. With personalized savings plans and tools, FNB helps you make every move count. Your financial playbook starts here.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here to Ron Heron Gymnasium in Richland County as the Aces take on the Olney Tigers. Down 10-4 as we start quarter number 2. And Max, it's really just been all Olney. I mean, the score not too far off, but it feels like Olney has all the momentum going forward.
Yeah, Mount Carmel just cannot get something to fall. They haven't got that look yet of something falling through the rim outside of 1 3-pointer. They're just having a tough time. They're running some really great action.
Hallam passes inside to number 50, Casey Toman, who increased their lead to 8. Aces now have possession at the half-court line. Is number 24, that's Metter. He sets things up for the Aces. Passes over to 25. That's Rhett Andrews, 4 now. Left wing, drives inside. Does number 12, that's Owen Blake. Back out to 2, he drives inside. Pass inside, errant pass. Recovered by, it's on the ground. Still Aces possession. Number 2 puts up a 3, no good. Bounced off the rim, recovered by the Tigers. That was Militoni on the shot there. Now 4, Hallam for the Tigers going the other way. 24, right wing, passed inside, lost it. Almost recovered by the Aces, but touched that line underneath the basket. It's going to be Tigers ball.
Just some errant passing here from the Aces that's really causing them some problems. This pressure that Olney's been sending at them is really getting to them, and from what I'm seeing, and they're having a hard time working through their offense, even though they have got good looks just running through their plays, but they need to calm down and continue to do that.
Tigers under the basket. They pass out. Number 24, R.J. Keller, has possession. Passed inside to 4, Hallam. He puts up a shot. Fadeaway jumper. He got that one to fall. 14-4 now, Tigers. Aces possession.
That is 6'6" against about 6'2" maybe. So that height advantage really hard for Militoni on the defensive end.
Aces do have possession now. That's Militoni setting things up for Mount Carmel. 5, Akery looks inside, has a wide open man, but he loses track of his pass. Passes that out to 25, puts up a shot block. It's going to be Tigers ball out of bounds the other way.
Mount Carmel just having trouble. They're not doing what we're saying of slowing it down just a tad bit. When they're running through their offense, they were getting open looks. They just aren't getting them to fall, so they need to continue to run through the offense, get those looks, and it's going to start falling.
Olney now has possession. 24 pump fake, right wing. He backs it out, tosses inside to 50. That's Casey Toman, still looking for a shot, and he's going to be called for the travel. Aces possession the other way.
Did a jump stop there, picked up his other pivot, or his pivot foot, and just didn't get himself set to get that jump shot up. So right now, the Aces, they have to use that turnover to build some sort of momentum.
Aces trying to capitalize here. Drives inside is number 2. Puts up a shot. It's going to be called a foul. Would have been a strong block, but too much contact there for number 50, Casey Toman of the Tigers.
And if I'm Casey Toman, I am never bringing my hands down. He is just a wall, Riley. He could just, he doesn't even really have to jump. If he can just get there, get his hands straight up, he's going to contest and differentiate so many shots.
Militoni headed to the line, missed the first free throw. Still a 14-4 ball game in favor of Richland County. 5:54 left in the first half. Militoni now, second shot attempt, is up and good. Makes it a 9-point lead for the Tigers rather than double digits. Headed the other way now is Hallam. He sets things up for the Tigers, passes left wing. That's number 20, Owen Coker. Now right wing, back to Hallam. And we had a little girl run onto the court there. She wanted to play some basketball too.
I saw that in a college game the other day. Was a kid ran onto the court and was started, trying to play with him. So I guess it's a fun little show, and congrats to the officer for taking down, I guess, his first court rusher streak. I don't know what you would call it in that situation.
Yeah, not a good start to her criminal career, I guess.
I guess not.
But we're going to take 30 seconds and be back. It's 5:43 left in the first half. 14-5 in favor of the Tigers. Back in 30 seconds. Back here to Ron Heron Gymnasium, 14-5, once again in favor of the Olney Tigers in LIC conference play against your Golden Aces. We had a bit of a run onto the court there prior to that timeout, but once again, it's just been all Tigers basketball tonight.
Yeah, they just continue to really stifle the Aces on defense. And then on the offensive end, they just run such a sound program that they're going to work through and they're going to get an open shot almost every time.
24 for the Tigers has possession. That's R.J. Keller. Back to Hallam now. Left corner, back out to left wing. Number 20 has possession, Owen Coker. Back to Hallam. He drives inside, puts up a shot, and no good. But he's going to be fouled on the attempt. Headed to the line is Rex Hallam.
And he's going to go for points 9 and 10 here. He's he is single-handedly beating the Aces points-wise right now. They're going to have to start taking him away if they want to get back into this game.
Looks like the foul was on Elliott Akery as Hallam sinks the first free throw. 15-5 in favor of the Tigers. 5:19 to go in the first half. As we await the second free throw, yeah, the Aces just really need to get something going offensively. You know, double digits already before the half as Hallam sinks the second. But they don't want to find themselves in too big of a hole headed into halftime.
Yeah, they just need to see a shot fall.
Aces headed the other way. That is Akery. Defended well, almost trapped by the Tigers. Pass inside. Maybe had an opportunity, but here comes number 4, puts up a shot, and got it to fall is Jake Webb.
He's doing a good job of using his figure. Jack does a great job of getting to the rim and finishing through contact. He's quit trying to get fancy around the rim, and he's done so much better of a job finishing.
Tigers have possession. Fouled on the steal attempt was number 24 by Akery once again, so that's at least 2 for Akery.
Yeah, and that's another one where he just gets himself out of position. He rushes up to try to get around him to not allow that entry pass and was just a second late, ran into him, and they were able to draw a foul.
It's going to be under the basket for the Tigers. Inbound looks to be number 24, R.J. Keller on the inbound pass inside to 50. That's Casey Toman. Drives inside. Charge headed the other way. Good play for the Aces.
You know, sometimes all it takes is a little bit of a flop. And
yeah,
right
good acting
there,
job, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I would call Dookie because I'm not a huge Duke fan. But right there, did a little old Duke flop and was able to get the ball heading their way.
There you go. Aces have possession, 16-7 in favor of the Tigers. 4:39 to play in the first half. Akery has possession, pass inside to number 4, Jack Webb. Back out to Andrew Militoni. Left corner now, drives outside, 24, Shane Metter. Back out to 12, Owen Blake. He's defended well. Right corner now, outside, drives back to the top of the key, 24, Shane Metter. He puts up a shot, no good, air ball, headed the other way. Fast break for the Tigers, and who else but Rex Hallam puts up the shot and got it to fall.
You know, he does a good job of, I would say, cherry picking, but he releases really well. They have so much size that he can release and try to run out in transition, and they get the board, and he's going to go for a dunk, I bet, by the end of the night.
18-7 in favor of the Tigers. Aces have it picked away, but recovered by the Aces. Right corner back out to the right wing. 5, Akery drives inside. Left corner, 3 for the Aces, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers once again. Hallam, fast break, puts up the dunk. 20-7 Tigers on the fast break dunk for Rex Hallam, rather.
Yeah, he got up there, Riley. He, I know him pretty well, and I know he's got some college looks to go play, do track, and he's just an athlete all around. Good to see him coming off of an ACL injury last year, get that dunk.
Aces trying to make anything happen, defended well. Right corner now. That's going to be Militoni. 5, Akery puts up a 3, rebounded Aces, put back to get on the board. 20-9 still in favor of the Tigers, but points up on the board for the Aces.
Yeah, the Aces have scored a little bit more in this quarter. They need to continue to work, get those possessions, and just not allow Olney to get these open shots.
That's been the story of tonight as 24 drives in R.J. Keller, top of the key, passes left wing. That's 20 now with possession. Coker looking for anything, passes back out to Reed Brown at the top of the key. And Hallam's going to set it up for the Tigers. 2:38 left on the clock, first half. Hallam picks up his dribble, passes back out to Toman. Left wing, left corner now for the Tigers. Good defensive effort by the Aces. For Hallam, thought about a 3, looking inside, driving, puts up Shot from the free throw line, rebounded. Toman puts up the shot, put back, and it's good. 22-9, Tigers 2:15, Aces possession.
Him being left-handed on that backside, it's almost what we see in Macy Randall on the girls' team. She's so much, just bigger, stronger than everybody else, and she gets those backside rebounds and puts it up with her left hand a lot, kind of like what Casey Toman did there.
Good pass inside by Militoni to 4 on the shot attempt. That was Jack Webb. Not going to get the points on the board, but he's going to head to the free throw line.
Yeah, and right now the Tigers have 2 starters with 2 fouls, Toman and Hallam, so they're going to need to figure something out and get at least one of them off the floor to not get them in foul trouble heading later in this game.
Yeah, that'd be huge for the Aces as number 4, Jack Webb, puts up his first free throw off the front of the rim, backboard, and puts it in. 22-10, still in favor of Richland County. 1:57 left on the clock as Webb goes for free throw attempt number 2.
Can't stress enough how important free throws are going to be tonight. Playing such a good team in Olney, you got to knock down your free throws.
Webb puts up number 2, bounces off the rim, recovered by the Tigers, no good. 1:55 left on the clock as 24 Keller sets things up for Olney. Drives inside, and it's going to be a foul on number 24, I believe, of the Aces. That's going to be Shane Metter.
And that's Shane Metter's second foul. Another player that the Aces actually can't have getting in foul trouble. A lot of starters have picked up 2 fouls pretty early, so each team's got to clean it up a little bit. I know this crew, they call it pretty tight, so they're going to have to clean it up, not play as physical as they probably want to.
Here's the Tigers shot attempt, put up. That's number 24 on the three-point attempt, no good. Fast break opportunity for the Aces, 2-on-2. 2 is just going to take it himself and puts it up and in. That's Militoni. 22-12, 10-point deficit for the Golden Aces.
Good strong take there by Militoni. You like to see him in transition, using his body, not dipping the shoulder too much, but being able to take the contact and finish through it.
Here are the Tigers. Keller passes inside to Toman. Toman defended well, back out left wing. Now top of the key, pass back inside to Toman. Recovered by the Aces. Headed the other way, 1:09 left in the first half.
The Aces got a little bit of momentum going, and this is going to be huge if they can build on this and get something going right before the second half starts.
Militoni defended well by 20, Owen Coker. And it looks like it's going to head the other way. Tigers possession.
And just a 5-second call. Had the ball, was pressured too closely for 5 seconds, and wasn't able to swing it. Somebody's got to cut up. It's all about relieving pressure, Eli. I almost called you Riley.
No,
I
that's
feel like
okay.
I've done it a couple times tonight.
That's your usual guy. I don't mind it one bit. 24 for the Tigers has possession. Number 20 now, 40 left wing. Looking inside. Sets things back up. Left wing now, 24. That's Keller. He's going to thought about a shot, but he's going to pass it back out. Number 40, right wing. 24 Keller, top of the key. That's 12 Amateur with possession now. 34 on the clock. Tigers just wasting as much time as they can. Travel called on number 40. That's Reed Brown. It's going to be Aces headed the other way with 30 on the dot left in the first half.
Right now, Eli, they have got to get a basket. That's why we just saw Shane Metter check in. Even though he has 2 fouls, they're going to try to get some sort of quick 3. Well, I wouldn't say quick. They're going to want to get the last shot of the possession. Something that me and Coach Carpenter have talked about a lot is they take those shots way too early. So he's going to try to get that last shot, going to get some sort of 3, and hopefully cut this to a single-digit lead by the start of the second half.
About 15 seconds left on the clock for the Aces. Definitely thinking last shot. 24 drives in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers, headed the other way. 8 seconds on the clock, fast break. Here comes 24, that's Keller, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Tigers, put it back up. 1 second left on the clock, and it looks like there's going to be no shot put up by either team prior to the end of the first half as the Olney Tigers lead it 22-12. Still double digits, but Max, you thought there was going to be a little bit of a momentum shift there near the end of the first half.
It felt like it really, Eli. The Aces cleaned it up so much there heading into the end of the second half. I would like to see Shane Metter hold that just a little bit longer, but he got to his spot, was able to get a high percentage shot. But again, wish he would have held it just a little bit longer, got a better look, and not gave them that opportunity to get it to 12 before the end of the half.
22-12 in favor of the Tigers is the score. That scoreboard, Tim Phillips of Jaden Investment once again reads 22-12 in favor of the Olney Tigers. Stick around. We're going to be back in about 3 minutes for the start of our Keep Us Funeral Home halftime show located at 1500 North Cherry Street. We'll be back in about 3 minutes here on WSJD.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
Start your new year at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Compass with payments as low as $399. And 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help.
Back here at Ron Harem Gymnasium for your Keep Us Funeral Home halftime show located at 1500 North Cherry Street. And also that Tim Phillips of Jade Investments scoreboard at halftime reads 22 Tigers and 12 for your Golden Aces. Max, we were both kind of in agreement at the break that at the end of that second quarter, we can both agree the first quarter was dominated by Olney, and it seemed like the second kind of was trending that way, but we were both kind of in agreement that there was some momentum in favor of the Golden Aces there at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, they got a couple baskets in a row. They did a great job on the defensive end, not allowing some open shots, and they just continued to work really well. And right now, if you see that momentum shift, you see Mount Carmel start to feel themselves. They looked really timid at the start of the game. That's something that me and Coach Carpenter have talked about. Sometimes when they play these better teams, they look a little bit timid. They play a little timid, and they kind of gotten out of that, and they're playing some really good they started playing some really good basketball. But this Olney team is tough. There's nothing else I can say about them besides they're the best team in the LIC. I don't know. They have 3 or 4 guys that can beat you on any given night. And right now we're getting to see firsthand the night where Rex Hallam goes and beats you. He's outscoring the Aces by himself right now. can't see that if you're an Aces fan. You can't really see that if you're an Aces player or coach. But they do a really good job of working the ball around, doing a really good job on the defensive end of the ball, just pressure and sending traps, making it really hard. They're constantly breathing down your neck and making you really just have to speed it up, or you feel like you're going to turn it over. You feel like you're going to get those 5-second calls. So right now, if Mount Carmel just cleans some of those small things up, they can continue to not turn the ball over, get some good looks on the offensive end. I think that they can cut this deficit to right around 4 to 6 by the end of the quarter.
And the good thing that Olney has done tonight that I think the Aces should kind of steal out of the playbook is these pump fake opportunities. You know, I feel like they've got the Aces in a little bit of foul trouble from doing that. And if, you know, we can get, you know, I believe, once again, Rex Hallam has 2 fouls and Casey Toman has 2 as well. So Olney also not very comfortable in these foul situations. So if we can get one of those 2 players in a bit of foul trouble here in the second half, you know, it could work wonders for this Aces offense.
Yeah, and that's just going to mean take it right at him. We saw that once Casey Toman got his second foul, we ran 1 or 2 plays right at him. So we got to do that. We've got to work on the defense or the offensive end to make it hard for them to play defense without fouling. That means taking the ball to the rim aggressively, not settling for threes, and continue to, when you go up with 2 hands, you fight through contact. You're going to get slapped. You're going to get hit. Just keep on fighting. This is one of those games that if Mount Carmel comes in here with some grit, this is something that me and Carp have talked about, is they have to have so much grit to win some of these games. The LIC is a really tough conference, so they've got to continue to have that grit. They got to continue to fight. And they've got to continue to work through the contact, work through all that, and go out here and play a team that, as we said, is Goliath. So this is one of those that Mount Carmel doesn't have to make these drastic changes. They've just got to make these 1 or 2 slight fixes. They've got to continue to do what they've done well, and they've done good on defensive end. If you only allow 22 points in a half, that's a good defensive half. And when you only score 12 points in a half, that's a terrible offensive half. So it's simple right now of clean it up on the offensive end, continue the pressure on the defense, and just work through what you're doing. You don't have to take the first shot. Don't settle for a good shot. Work for a great shot. That's something that you hear preached all over America in high school sports. Don't settle for your first look. Don't settle for a good look. Just go get a great look every possession.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Just under 2 minutes left in our Keep Us Funeral Home halftime show located at 1500 North Cherry Street. We might as well keep it here. Max, I know you've got some scores over there, so first we'll start off with the Aces. A low-scoring effort through the first half, but give us a rundown of what this Aces offense looks like on the scoreboard.
It's pretty easy, actually, right now. Andrew Militoni has 3 points. Jack Webb has 3 points. Owen Blake has 3 points, and Shane Metter has 3 points. Owen Blake was able to knock down a 3, our first points of the game. And then Andrew Militoni, Jack Webb, and Shane Metter have all taken 1 to the rim. They've made a layup, and they've got fouled, made 1 free throw. So that's something that I didn't touch on was the free throw shooting. If you're shooting 50%, there is 3 points that they have missed, 15 to 22. Then for Olney, it is obviously led by number 4, Rex Hallam. He has 14. Then number 20, Owen Kosher. He has 2. And number 22, Reed Klingler. He has another 2. Then Casey Toman, he has himself 4. He's worked it down low, got some good looks from the guard. So they're going to continue to do what they do. And I expect to see a lot of the same from the Tigers and some slight but not drastic changes here from the Aces.
Yeah, this offense through the first half has run through Rex Hallam. If we can get him into a bit of foul trouble as well as Casey Toman, as we kind of mentioned, then this game, it could be a lot closer than it seems through the first half. But it seems like we are about ready to start up action once again in the second half. That Tim Phillips of Jade Investments scoreboard reads 22-12 in favor of the Olney Tigers. This has been the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime show, once again located at 1500 North Cherry Street. Looks like it's going to be Aces possession coming out. of halftime. I'm not mistaken. Yes, number 5 there on the sideline. That is Elliot Akery. He's going to set things up for the Aces. Passes inbound. That's 24. Shane Metter. Aces do have possession. Akery now passes inside to Jack Webb. Webb, spin around, pump fake, puts it up, blocked by 50, Casey Toman. Ball is on the ground, recovered by the Aces. Jack Webb with possession, drives inside, defended against Toman once again, gets the foul on that attempt. Headed to the free throw line is Webb.
He got that one arm just a little low, kind of nudged him out. That's where he picks up the foul. On the camera, on film, it's going to look like he had one hand straight up. He didn't come down, so they're going to question where the foul was. It's because he forced his body out against Jack Webb instead of staying straight up with just both hands up.
That gives 3 for Toman, as we kind of mentioned at halftime. Tigers in a bit of foul trouble now. Jack Webb missed the first attempt. Still 22-12, 7:35 left in the third quarter. Webb going for his second attempt now. Sets it up. Shot put up. No good. Brick recovered by Toman. Tigers possession. Number 4, Rex Hallam. We've talked a lot about him tonight. Sets it up for the Tigers. Back to Hallam. Defended well. Right corner now. That's 40. Reed Brown passes back out to 22. Reed Klingler back in the game for the Tigers. Back to Hallam. 7:13 on the clock. Good defense by the Aces. Hallam almost lost the ball. Good defense once again by the Aces. Left wing pass inside. Toman wide open, puts up a shot. Fouled on the attempt, and one opportunity incoming for Casey Toman.
Shane Metter just slapped him a little bit too much on the arm. That's one of those, it could be a questionable call, but you can't put yourself in that position. If you have somebody like Casey Toman, you've got to get on the low side. You've got to double him in the post. There's nothing else to say about it.
Toman missed the free throw, but rebounded by the Tigers. Toman's going to take it himself once again and gets 4 points back-to-back. Headed the other way, 26-12 in favor of Olney. Akery has possession for the Aces, top of the key. Driving inside, puts up a shot, blocked. Hallam recovers for the Tigers. Fast break once again, puts up the shot, passes back out to 22 for Tigers. And out of bounds, that will be Aces ball.
And right there, you had 2 straight lapses of judgment. They compound a mistake. They got the foul and one for Toman. Then they just didn't get the rebound on the missed free throw. And then actually they had a third mistake where they just didn't even pick him up after the missed free throw.
Number 12, Owen Blake, passes inside. Fouled on the attempt is Akery. And he's going to head to the free throw line.
I love the use of the shot fake. He knows that he's going to jump. He knows that he's had a height disadvantage. So he gets the shot fake, gets him in the air. He knows he had him on his back. So using that shot fake, he comes over the top. He's able to pick up a foul and hopefully knock down 2 free throws.
He misses the first one, does Akery, but you bring up a great point. It's a point of emphasis, you would think, that when you're playing against teams with this size advantage, you have to be cognizant of that fact and get those pump fakes and force fouls, because when you're a bigger player, it's going to be easier for you to commit those fouls. Second free throw attempt, no good for the Aces. Rebounded Tigers, headed the other way. Hallam has possession, 6:16 left on the clock. Almost loses it, does Hallam. Toman has possession. Right wing now is Hallam. 6:08 left on the clock. Hallam drives inside, defended well, loses the ball, rebounds it. 4, puts up a shot, and are you surprised? I'm not. Number 4, that's Hallam. Good once again, 28-12 in favor of the Tigers, running away with this one.
Some good defense there by Shane Metter. Just wasn't able to get the loose ball, didn't have help, and he was able to get an easy mid-range jumper.
Militoni passes inside. Good shot, almost. No good. For the Aces, rebounded Tigers, headed the other way. 5:38 left to go in the third period.
He needs to be willing to finish with his left hand there.
For the Tigers is Owen Coker setting things up at the left wing. Passes out to 45. Carson Fox, a new face into the game. For the Tigers, pump fake, drives inside, puts up a shot. Fouled on the attempt. He's going to head to the free throw line.
He does a good job of using his shot fake, doing just the simple things to get himself to the rim. And right there, shot fake, rip, was able to get an open layup, got fouled as the Aces just continue to get themselves out of rotation man-to-man.
It kind of seems like you could almost make the argument that the Aces and Tigers are playing a similar style of basketball right now, just forcing these fouls and getting into the free throw line because the defensive effort has really improved through the end of the second quarter and into the second half.
Yeah, they're playing a really similar style of basketball, pressuring the ball hard, working on the offensive glass, and simply the Tigers are just getting more shots to fall.
Fox missed the first, made the second, 29-12 in favor of the Tigers. Aces have possession. That's 4. Jack Webb puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Carson Fox. Tigers headed the other way.
I know Toman's big, but he's got to be willing to lower the shoulder enough to try to create some more separation.
Fox thinks about his shot, picks up his dribble, left wing, three-point shot, no good, rebounded by Casey Toman. 4:55 left on the clock as the Tigers will reset things. That's number 20 with possession, Owen Coker for the Tigers. Sets things up for the Tigers. Casey Toman, good pass to Hallam inside, easy bucket. At least for Hallam, but a good shot nonetheless. 31-12, Aces headed the other way. That's 24. Metter going to set things up. Acree now has possession, top of the key. Defended well by Fox. Almost picks up his dribble. Right wing now for the Aces. And 2, Militoni is going to back things out and reset for the Aces. 4:21 left in the third quarter. Looks like number 12, Owen Blake, passes out to Jack Webb. 24 left wing now. That's Shane Metter. Good pass inside to Webb. Thinks about a shot, passes inside, maybe an errant pass. Right wing 3, put up for the Aces. It's good.
Owen Blake now leads all Aces in scoring with 6 points. He's knocked down 2 3-pointers. When he has those feet set, he is lethal from beyond the arc.
Good shot by Blake. Tigers have it now. 3:52 left to play in the third quarter. Hallam, right wing for the Tigers. Looking, passes inside the Toman. Deflected, good defensive play by Webb. Fast break for the Aces. Puts up a shot, blocked. No, they're going to call a foul. Probably the right call there. As 24, Metter is going to head to the free throw line. A good offensive transition play for the Aces.
Yeah, good job by Jack Webb to have his head up looking for the next pass. Good job by Shane Metter to run transition, not leave his teammate stranded in a 1-on-2 situation.
Metter at the free throw line. Shoots the first one, sinks it, nothing but net. 31-16 now. Cutting away at the deficit, but still a 15-point game in favor of Olney. 3:41 left on the clock as Metter goes to shoot his second free throw.
And I tell you, Olney looked like a whole different team to start out this second half. They just are so much more aggressive. They're really going after the Aces right now.
Metter missed the second in transition. That's 22. Foul on the floor. That was Reed Klingler, but it's going to be on the Aces, I believe. So under the basket are the Tigers. That's 20 on the inbound play. Owen Coker looking inside. Finds a man in Rex Hallam. Puts up a 3 from the corner. No good. A rare miss for Hallam, but the Aces are going to have possession headed the other way. 3:27 on the clock. 4 for the Aces. Looks inside. That's Jack Webb. A good play. Misses the shot. Rebounded. 21. That is a new face for the Aces. Dean Belt. Back to Webb. Free throw line. Shot put up. Great shot. Selection there by Webb. 31-18. 3:06 left in the third.
And hopefully that can help with a little bit of his free throw struggles that we've seen this game. Something that's a little new again for Jack Webb is he'd been shooting free throws really well pretty recently in the year.
Casey Toman, top of the key for the Tigers. That's now 20. Owen Coker, 22 now. Inside to Casey Toman. Bad pass there is going to make it Aces ball headed the other way.
Right now, again, we cannot stress enough how important using the turnover is in this game of as soon as they make a mistake, as soon as they have some sort of lapse, you got to take it right at them. And here, Casey Toman's probably not going to be in for the rest of the second and third quarter. They're going to save him for the fourth quarter as he has 3 fouls. Take it right at anybody. Just continue to fight. Shane Metter has Rex Hallam on him. He's got to take it right at him and try to get some sort of finish and get fouled.
Yeah, this is the time to do it here. Acree now possession. Pass inside to Webb. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Webb looking for a shot. Puts it up. Fouled. He's going to head to the free throw line. The Aces have done a great job of getting these Tigers into foul trouble here in the second half.
And they've done a good job of getting those post touches. They're really working inside out, and Jack Webb does a really good job of actually using his pivot foot, his footwork in the lane, getting people on their feet. He's just having a hard time finishing.
Jack Webb at the free throw line. Let's see if he can here. Puts up the first shot, and it's good. 31-19 now. And that foul, I believe, was on number 40, Reed Brown, his second of the game. So a few Tigers here in 2+ territory.
Yeah, and even though 2 is still too many fouls, in my opinion, having it in the third quarter isn't as big of a deal. But once you get to that third foul mark is when you start to get trouble, especially for Casey Toman, who has 3. Shane Metter has 3, but they're guys you just cannot afford to not have on the court.
Jack Webb 2 for 2 on the free throw attempt. He checks out. Checking in for him, I believe, is number 25 for the Aces. That's going to be Rhett Andrews. Tigers have possession now. Rex Hallam backs it out, looking, sets up the play for the Tigers. R.J. Keller now defended well by the Aces. Pass inside Carson Fox. Left corner 3, blocked by the Aces, headed the other way. Militoni to Acree. 12 possession now. That is
Owen Blake with the ball.
Owen Blake, there you go. 1:54 left on the clock. Blake, left wing, sets it up. Back to Militoni. He'll drive inside, puts up a shot. No good, but once again, the Aces are headed to the free throw line.
Continue to attack the rim strong. They've cut this deficit. It was built up to about 18 points, and they've slowly chipped back away at it, got it down to 11. These are 2 really important free throws, and the Aces got to continue to do what they're doing.
That's Acree at the line. He sinks the first one. Just a 10-point lead now for the Tigers, and it looks like the Aces are taking advantage of all of these fouls for the Tigers.
Yeah,
Acree, 2 for 2, no good.
We'll see if the Aces stay in that 1-2-2 that they were just in. They were able to get a stop in it. They switched back to the man-to-man after the missed shot.
Tigers have possession. And hey, haven't really taken a lot of shot opportunities in the paint. They're mainly taking these outside shots as Hallam puts up a shot from the free throw line. No good. The high block there. Out of bounds. It's going to stay Tigers ball.
That's one of those, as soon as he went up, I think everybody here was thinking it. Me and Eli were definitely thinking it. I thought that shot was going in. It rolls out. Lucky break there for the Aces. Got to get a stop here and go get it to hopefully an 8-point lead.
Hallam under the basket for the Tigers. Passes out to Fox. That's 20 now with possession. Coker back to Hallam. Left wing. Looking inside. Looking for anyone, rather. Coker passes out to Keller now. Defended well. Good move by Keller. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Fox. A strong play. He puts it up again. And whose ball is it? It's going to be Aces' ball, headed the other way, out of bounds. Just a 10-point lead for the Tigers. Aces have chipped away at this lead. Let's see if they can do something headed the other way. 1:04 left in the third quarter.
This is an important possession. You've got to run a play you're confident in. These players have to run something that they know they can execute well and get some sort of look.
Militoni for the Aces, just under a minute to go now. 24 has possession. That's Metter. Looking inside, defended by Hallam. 44 left on the clock. Militoni now looking, drives inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded. Tigers headed the other way. 36 on the clock. Here's Hallam, right corner, passes out to 24. That's Keller, and he's got the shot. Just under 30 to go. 33-21, still in favor of the Tigers.
It wasn't long before he was going to get himself in the book, before he was going to get a look of his own, and he took to the rim with, with an agenda.
Metter for 3, no good. Just 10 seconds left on the clock now. Here's 24, drives inside, but's fouled as he goes. So it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, they will head to the free throw line.
Yeah. I cannot remember. I think he will get 2. It's not the fourth, so he won't get 2 automatic. I think it's still 1-1 in the third. I'm a little foggy on my rules.
There you go. 8.5 left on the clock as the Aces are at the free throw line.
He gets 2 shots here.
2 shots will make it a 10-point ball game if he's able to score both. That's 2 Militoni, I believe. No, that's 24 at the free throw line. Metter makes the first one, an 11-point ball game. Once again, 8.5 left on the clock in the third quarter. Metter's shot attempt number 2 Good. Sinks it. 10-point game.
And Eli, there's 1 and 2 places this ball's going. You got to take away Keller or Hallam.
5 left on the shot clock. Hallam does indeed have it. 3 seconds. Deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay Tigers ball with 1.6 on the clock. Just enough time for a shot to be thrown up by the Tigers. We'll see what they can do.
They're going to run some sort of flare to get Keller or Hallam's open look for 3.
Indeed, number 24 takes the shot, sinks it. That is Keller. Max, you were absolutely correct. Drains the 3 to end the third quarter. Buzzer beater for the Tigers. 36-23, 13-point lead for the Tigers as we head to the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute on WSJD.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
Welcome back to Ron Herron Gymnasium, an LIC conference matchup between the Olney Tigers and the Mount Carmel Golden Aces. That was R.J. Keller at the end of the third, a buzzer beater 3-point shot to extend the Tigers' lead to 13. The Tigers will also have possession headed into the fourth.
That was an offhand dribble pull up from way outside of the arc, fading away. That was impressive.
An impressive shot indeed. Tigers have possession. 40 puts up a shot for Olney. That's Reed Brown, no good. Rebounded Aces. Militoni setting things up. Militoni still has possession here at the half court. 7:34 left in the final quarter of this matchup. Acree has possession now. 12 puts up a 3, no good. Rebounded by the Aces. That was Owen Blake on the shot. Now puts up a shot for the Aces, no good, but he's going to head to the free throw line as Jack Webb forcing a foul on the Tigers.
And guess what? That's number 4 on Casey Tillman. So again, he might get another break, or if I'm Coach Carpenter and Flanagan does not sub him out, I'm doing that exact same thing, and I'm taking it at his chest to try to get him that 5th foul.
Absolutely. Jack Webb at the free throw line. He misses the first one. Looked good going in, but spun out.
Yeah, he hesitated. He kind of had a hitch in that one. I'm not sure if he didn't like the way he had the ball or what, but that was a little obvious.
Jack Webb 0 for 1 here, looking for the second shot. Make it 50% on this try. And he will not. Rebounded. Tigers headed the other way is Hallam. 7:16 left in the game. 24 R.J. Keller passes out to Reed Brown. Top of the key, setting things up, back to Hallam. And he's going to take it to the free throw line and set things back up. Passes inside to Toman, who has 4. That's going to be on number 4 for the Aces, Jack Webb.
I would take that foul all day. That's a big boy getting downhill. Take the foul, save your teammate something. And right here, make him set something up, make him pull it out. I know it's going to run a little bit more clock, but you got to, next possession you get, take advantage of it.
Tigers under the basket. Hallam puts up a shot on the inbound. No good. Rebounded. He picks up his own rebound. And he's going to be fouled by 2, Militoni. 6:57 left in the game.
Right there, good hustle there by Militoni. Was able to tip the pass. Tried getting back to dive on the floor and get that rebound. Or loose ball, sorry. And now we're going to see some more clock. Take longer for them to get this possession off.
A good pass there by 40 of the Tigers. Reed Brown inside to Hallam, fouled on the opportunity. Headed to the free throw line is Rex Hallam.
And I tell you what, the Tigers always have a good number 4. Last year it was Winkler, if I remember right, and this year it's Hallam. So they continue that tradition, and I don't know who's going to wear it next year.
Rex Hallam, free throw attempt is no good, in and out for the Tigers. 36-23, still in favor of Richland County. Running out of time are the Aces. 6:55 left in this one. Rex Hallam looking for shot attempt number 2 here. No good once again. Rebounded Aces. Headed the other way. 24, Shane Metter has possession. Good move, drives inside, puts up a shot. Tough shot, got it.
That is tough. That's something that you don't see a lot of high school kids do, is that dribble pull up. And the mid-range is such an important part of the game, and I'm glad to see it coming back.
Shane Metter on that one. Here's Hallam driving inside, misses the basket. Another opportunity for Metter, driving, picks up his shot, got it, no, missed, rebounded. Tigers taken away. The jump ball here is going to be between.
It's away of the Aces.
Going to be the Aces' possession. 6:26 left to go in this one.
Big play there by Acree, a smart move. He saw the ball open, and he used some man strength to try to rip that ball away. Got a jump ball, and here we're going to see if the Aces take advantage of this.
Got to love it. Here's Militoni, left wing, back outside, left corner. That's Metter looking for anybody open down here. Passes inside, thought about Webb, but he's going to take it himself. Picks up his dribble. Stolen away by Hallam, headed the other way. A 1-on-2. Hallam going to be fouled on that shot. That ball almost went through the roof of this building. 6:10 left to go in this matchup.
An open fast break. He just missed his last 2 free throws. Here, you make him earn them. That's good. I know it's a foul, but still a good play by Owen Blake using that. And here, even though he made that one, he made him earn the points.
Rex Hallam does, in fact, make the first shot of 2. 6:10 left to go once again in the fourth quarter. That Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 37-25, make it 38-25 in favor of the Tigers. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout for the Richland County Tigers. We'll take one, too. Back in 30 seconds. Timeout brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Back in 30 seconds here on WSJD.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Back here in Olney, Illinois, an LIC conference matchup between the Olney Tigers and your Mount Carmel Golden Aces. It's been mostly Tigers tonight, 38-25. Aces running out of time to come back from this one. They've had a strong defensive effort in the second half, but just really not able to get anything going offensively.
Yeah, this Olney team is really stout on defensive end. That's something you see all the time in Flanagan teams, is just a stout defensive presence.
Militoni has it for the Aces, passes inside to 12, Owen Blake. Back out to Webb, right wing. He gets the screen, takes it inside, spins, and it's going to be a foul on the the Tigers, but they wanted a travel call there, might have had it.
That one, I don't like to be that way, but that one was definitely a travel. He didn't have a pivot. He just kind of hopped and spun at the same time. But we'll take that call every day.
Aces are going to have it under the basket either way. 5:51 on the clock. Passes inside to Webb. Does Acree. Webb puts up a shot. Pull around jumper. Got it. 27 rather. Still in favor of the Tigers. 5:40 to go in this one.
He does a really good job of backing it down and using his pivot feet to rotate and get those open looks. Good move there by Jack Webb.
22, Klingler in the left corner. Backs it out. Defended well by the Aces. Picks up his dribble, passes out to 40. That's Reed Brown. He picks up his dribble. Going to be called for the travel. That was an easy one.
Yeah, some more good defense. I can tell you that Coach Flanagan is aggravated. He doesn't think it should be an 11-point game. Some of us are honestly a little surprised it's an 11-point game, but from the steady improvement I've seen, I truly believe that this is how good the Aces can play the rest of the year.
Owen Blake passes inside to Militoni. 5:06 left on the clock. Three-point shot put up by Shane Metter, and it's good. From the right wing, Aces cut it to an 8-point game, and it's going to be a timeout. Olney Tigers. Timeout brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. What a shot by Shane Metter.
Who else but Shane Metter? Every time that his number is called, he comes up, it feels like. He has himself 5 in this quarter, makes Coach Flanagan use his first timeout of the game. Momentum is for the Aces. It's an 8-point game with 5 minutes left. This is one of those that, as we continue to say, David versus Goliath, and this is a statement game for this young squad, a young coach in Carpenter. They're not going to go away without a fight, and especially for as young of a team as they are, and then heading into regionals, conference tournament, playing the 1 seed as the 7 seed, playing them at 8 points. It's a statement, really. So you love to see this effort, this fight, this grit coming from the Aces, and they're going to continue to build on it, and this is one of those games. So we continue to say it is a statement heading forward.
Aces could absolutely sneak out of here with one. Just an 8-point lead for the Tigers at one point, I do believe. You mentioned it earlier, Max, an 18-point deficit. So the Aces have fought their way back, and as you kind of mentioned, the Tigers are in foul trouble. Casey Toman has 4, and several other players have at least 2 to 3. So with 5 minutes left in this game, it's not over whatsoever. So the Aces can play it well here. They've just got to take advantage of the opportunities. Rex Hallam for the Tigers brings it out. Passes inside to Casey Toman. He puts up a shot. Fouled on the shot. Probably a good foul. Toman's going to head to the line.
Somebody's got to help over just a little bit. He's so big that his first step's going to be able to get around you. He's long enough. Even if he's not the quickest player, he does a good job of getting himself downhill and getting looks at the rim.
Toman makes the first shot. 39-30. Tigers extend their lead. Toman still at the line. Going to get shot number 2. 4:49 left in this matchup. Toman shoots it. 2 for 2. Headed the other way. Aces, this is 24. Shane Metter. No good on the shot attempt was 25. Rhett Andrews headed the other way are the Tigers. 24, RJ Keller had possession. Back out to Rex Hallam. Top of the key, setting things up. Over to Toman. Defended well by Jack Webb. Back out 22. That is Reed Klingler. Stolen away by the Aces. Metter, fast break attempt. Fakes the pass, blocks, into the hoop, and good. 40-32. Aces cut it to 8 once again. 4:13 left on the clock.
Good work there on the fast break, using his pass fake to get himself a little bit of time to get that layup off over the taller Rex Hallam.
24, RJ Keller has possession. Defended well. Pass inside Casey Toman, but another timeout called by the Olney Tigers. We'll keep it here. Once again, 4:01 left on the clock. And, Max, it kind of seems like the Aces have the Tigers on their heels right now.
Yes, if you're as good of a team as the Olney Tigers are, we can't stress enough. Really, they're a really good ball club, and to see Mount Carmel play them this close, it's just so much growth from the start of the year. And yes, they have them on their heels. Olney's playing a little timid right now. They're scared to make mistakes. They're scared to go out and do too much is what you can say. So right now, the Aces have them pinned back. They've got, they got their ears pinned back.
Yeah, there you
go. There's some phrase, I've got it, all sorts of wrong.
Blood in the water, anything that you want to
anything.
Yeah.
And they're playing like they can smell the blood in the water is what we'll say. And the defensive effort, Shane Metter got himself a tip, and I saw him clapping. He was excited. The coaches are excited. Every time they hear a timeout, everybody's up, everybody's cheering. More good work here from the Aces. And as we continue to say, as you build a program, as you build a team, as you look forward for regional conference tournament, this is just such a great game for the Aces.
It's going to be Tigers' possession under the basket. Some people have mentioned that they don't think momentum is a thing in sports, and to that, I absolutely do not believe you. That was a timeout specifically called to stop momentum. Tigers have possession. Casey Toman under the basket. Chipped away by the Aces, but the putback for Casey Toman extends it to a 10-point lead. 3:53 to go. Militoni bringing it up for Mount Carmel. 3:47 on the clock. Militoni guarded well. Nobody was there. An errant pass by Militoni. A costly one at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and they called it travel first, so
okay,
I guess the pass out of bounds doesn't quite matter as much. But you got to take advantage of these possessions. You're in the final 4 minutes of the game, and you got to take advantage of every possession that you have.
Owen Coker for the Tigers passes back out to R.J. Keller. Had a big shot earlier in the game. Owen Coker, right corner was Rex Hallam, back to the right corner. Looking for Toman inside, defended well. Back to Hallam, three-point shot, wide open, and it's good. Not a smart play there by the Aces.
Yeah, their runs 2-3 right now. They're trying to extend it and just got out of rotation, left Rex Hallam wide open. He knocked it down. He now has 23.
A heck of a night for Rex Hallam, a 13-point lead for the Tigers as well, as we are just under 3 minutes left to go in this matchup. Aces have it. That's 12. Owen Blake driving inside, puts up a shot. Not a good shot. Rebounded by the Aces. Militoni for three. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers, headed the other way. Here's R.J. Keller bringing it up for Richland County. A foul by Shane Metter.
He's now got his fourth foul, and he cannot pick anything else up. He's got to be careful. We're getting our starting lineup back in with Elliot Akery checking into the ball game. So we got it. The Aces have to continue to play the same game, not foul like crazy, and just work their tails off on the defensive end.
Running out of time are the Aces, however, 2:39 left in this one as R.J. Keller sinks his free throw, the first of two, to extend it to a 14-point lead. Running out of track for the Aces. 24, Keller, once again, shot 2 of 2, sinks them both. Aces headed the other way. Here's Militoni bringing it up, 2:37 to go in this LIC conference matchup. Militoni looking, picks up his dribble. Here's Metter for three, no good. Rebounded by Toman. And I'm guessing the Tigers are wanting to chew as much clock as they can. 2:20 to go. Here's Keller. Passes out left wing. That is 40, Reed Brown. Looking, and they're just playing keep away now. Here's 24, Keller, once again, right corner. Gets a screen from Toman. Maybe a push there. 24 puts up a shot, and it's good. Sinks it. What a shot by Keller to extend this one to 17, just under 2 minutes to play.
That didn't even touch the net. That's a really tough shot there.
Aces have it. Driving, puts up a shot. Good, no good. Around the world was the shot by, not sure who that was, but almost a dunk by Rex Hallam there. He wanted it, but fouled on the attempt before he could go.
He should have just dunked it, took the contact and gone with it, but he's going to try to get two at the line here to get himself to, it's already been a great night for the kid, but 25 is just going to make it feel all the better.
25, here goes Hallam, and he got it. The first of two, 50 points on the board as that scoreboard, Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard, reads 50-32 in favor of the Tigers, and it looks like the Aces are just going to take out their starters.
The Aces clearing the bench here. You'd like to see Olney do the same, but I don't know if this is a statement that Flanagan is aggravated or what.
24, R.J. Keller is going to check out of the game, but yeah, I completely agree. Maybe put some new players in after this free throw attempt, but we'll see what Flanagan decides to do as Hallam sinks 2 of 2, 51-32. 1:42 left to play. Aces are going to bring it up. And forgive me, these are some new faces, so we'll have to get adjusted here quick. Number 11, now 20, Brendan Bowser. Stolen away by Casey Toman, still in the game. Here's Hallam. Misses the shot, wide open. Good defensive effort by these JV players for Mount Carmel. Passes over inside 0-0. Had it. And it's going to be Tigers basketball once again, 116. And this one's all but over.
Yeah, and looks like here that Flanagan's going to slowly clear his bench, I guess. You'd like to see him get more than just 3 of the 5 starters out. So right now, I don't know if you take that personally if you're Mount Carmel. Next time you see him, you're going to want to take that into account and play just as hard as you did tonight.
And they very well could match up later in the season in the LIC tournament. Tigers have it. That is number 40, Carson Fox. No, Reed Brown still in the game, I believe. And the Tigers have it once again. That is Reed Brown with possession. Playing keep away are the Tigers, 22 now. That's Reed Klingler still in the game. 47 and counting left on the clock. Just chewing as much clock as they can to end this one. Coker drives in, passes to 52. Brody Thomas, a junior, 6'6". Here come the Aces. Number 21, Dean Belt has possession. Lost the ball, did Brendan Bowser. Saves it, though, but it's going to be Tigers' ball headed the other way. Fighting for it. 40 lost possession for the Tigers. 21.1. That was Reed Brown still in the game, and it looks like he's going to check out. Aces will have possession in the final seconds of this one, and, you know, maybe a final shot attempt, but I think it'd be best just to dribble this one out.
I think that's what they're going to do.
Stolen away by the Tigers, and, you know, once again, the conversation becomes probably just dribble this one out and take your victory. 53-32 reads that Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard. It doesn't look like it's going to change as the Tigers of Richland County are going to improve to 10-7, 4-0 in an LIC conference play, and your Golden Aces will fall to 4-13, 0-3 in the conference.
Yeah, still a great battle. They fought until the end. Olney just went on a late run, was able to get up about 15, check the subs in. Olney checked their subs in too, and that's where it grew to about a 20-point lead. So really just a strong fight here from the Aces, and this is a game that they're going to look at and they're going to build on heading forward in the year.
A tough effort by the Aces, but ultimately Olney pulled away with it. Final scoreboard reads 53-32 in favor of the Olney Tigers. Once again, they improved to 10-7, 4-0 in conference play. We're going to be back for our postgame show here in about 3 minutes and possibly a conversation with Coach Justin Carpenter on this one. Don't go anywhere. It's WSJD back in 3 minutes for the postgame show.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows, use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime they should go counterclockwise, wintertime clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
New year, new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $12,000 off. And take home a new 24 Ford truck now with invoice pricing. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. This is the year for your new ride at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet, now 0% APR, and Jeep Wranglers with 0% financing and up to $6,000 off. Come in and get yours today.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerize.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
Back here in Olney, Illinois, as the Aces fall by a score of 32-53 in favor of the Richland County Tigers in conference play once again. The Olney Tigers improved to an overall record of 10-7, 4-0 in conference play, and your Golden Aces fall to 4-13 and 0-3 in conference play. Max, we talked about it during the break. It was within reach for the Aces, and then everything just kind of got away from them. You know, whether it was fatigue or just silly mistakes here and there, missed free throw opportunities, as we kind of talked about. But, you know, before we get Coach Karp up here, give me your overall thoughts on this one.
Well, it was 38-30 with 4 minutes left. They switched to 2-3. They overextended, which is something they've started to do a little bit in the zone because they want to pressure so much. But when you overextend and you try to have all that pressure out of the zone, what ends up happening is you get yourself out of position, out of rotation. You allow for skips. They skipped it over to Hallam, and, you know, we all knew it was going in as soon as it left his hands. That got it to an 11-point lead. They fouled a couple times. They knocked down their free throws in the fourth quarter, and it just got the game out of reach. There's nothing else to say about it. But the Aces all around just had a great game. They only allowed them to 53 points, 22 of those in the first half. Anytime you hold a team to only 22 points the first half, you've got to be proud of yourself, especially for as good as this Olney Tiger team is. But I think this is a building block game for the Aces as they continue to build their program, as they continue to build their team, as they continue to build forward in this season. They can only go up from here. We've been saying that since early in the year. They can only go up from where they're at. So they're going to continue to make these steady improvements, and right here is one of those improvements.
Yeah, and they very well may match up with this team once again in the LIC tournament, depending on how seeding goes and everything like that. But maybe another chance to get a crack at this team. But it was within reach for the Aces, and once again it just kind of fell apart. But some players that impressed me on this side of the ball on the offensive side of the ball for the Tigers. Obviously, Rex Hallam had himself a night, 25 plus, I believe. From what you had written down.
It had 23. I said 25 at one point, and I got it messed up.
So 23. Still an impressive night nonetheless. Several big shots in this one. And then you mentioned it at the break. R.J. Keller coming back, kind of on a bit of a minute restriction. Didn't have a huge first half, at least offensively, but then he just came alive in the second half.
Yeah, he had, I'm pretty sure it was almost 9 straight points for him as everybody kind of went cold for the Tigers for a second. He's what kept them propelled in that lead. He hit a couple tough mid-ranges, and then, of course, that 3 at the end of the third quarter. That is a tough shot, Riley. He made it look easy, and there's nothing else I can say about that. He made a tough shot look easy, and that's what good players do. So, again, I really think that this is a building block game for the Aces. This is one of those games that they're going to look at, and they're going to say, we played these guys close the whole game. We got down 18 to the number 1 team in the conference. They're a 3A team. They're consistently one of the best defensive teams in the whole state. So with that, they have all that to look at. And here, they got it back down to 8. They outscored them almost 10 points for a stretch of the game. They have to look at that, take that, roll with the punches, and continue to grow as a team, as a collective, and just as a basketball program in general. They got a new coach. They had the same coach for right around 15, 20 years. Then Coach Karp comes in to a program that I wouldn't say struggled, but he just comes into a program he's not coached before. Here he is. He comes into a program. He's got to build on a group. He's going to build. He's got a good mind. He's just a really smart individual about the game of basketball, and I really have enjoyed watching him coach. And again, we're going to continue to say how much this team's grown and how this is a night and day difference from the last time we saw the Aces.
Yeah, and this very well could be one of those games where, in 2 to 3 years, looking back at these seasons where they're kind of in a rebuild situation, they can look back on this game maybe as a turning point to kind of see, well, listen, we don't have maybe the familiarity with the entire high school, and we don't have as many players coming in to kind of strengthen this squad. But over time, you're going to develop that trust from the pool that you pull from. And maybe this will be a game they look back on and say, maybe this effort will show that we can build something here like we've done in the past.
Yeah, they're historically just a school of athletes, of great teams. Their football team's always really good, and they had a stretch where they won 6 straight regional championships in their boys team. So this is a team that, as we're just going to say over and over and over, is going to build on it. They're in a good regional, in my opinion. They don't have any of those super top teams. They got, I wouldn't say lucky in the pooling, but they lucked out a little bit in the pooling, and they're going to have a winnable regional. They played a really tough schedule thus far. The Capital Classic is the toughest tournament I can think of. The Pinckneyville tournament had multiple ranked 2A teams, ranked 1A and 3A teams. And then, of course, the LIC's no slouches. Casey Westfield's a top 15 1A team. Paris is looking pretty good this year. Newton's consistently good. Lawrenceville at the start of the year was a top 20 2A team. Then you got Olney, who year in and year out breeds basketball players. They come in, they just have a historic program. They have a great coach. And what they do is they just pressure you on the defensive end of the ball. They run their offense, and they work through the players that they have, and they get buckets.
So we are going to take a 2-minute break and maybe give Coach Carpenter some time to come up here. But if he's not able to, then we completely understand. But we're going to give it a 2-minute break here on WSJD. Back in 2 minutes for the remainder of the postgame show.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do and to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
Hello, I'm Sarah Harrell. I'm from Crossville, Illinois, and I attend here at Wabash for the Advanced Manufacturing Program. Being here has really helped me grow and really experience what it'll be like later in life, being able to work in a shop and actually run machines. I've loved working on the 3D printer and on the wire EDM and just CNC machines in general. I want to be like a designer and programmer type thing, so I can do most of my time on SolidWorks and programming CNC machines.
Start your new year at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Compass with payments as low as $399 and 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
Back here to Ron Harrim Gymnasium in Olney, Illinois, a final score that Tim Phillips of Jade Investment Scoreboard reads 53-32 in favor of the Olney Tigers. We got Coach Justin Carpenter here. Max, I think you've got a few questions you'd like to ask Coach Carpenter.
This Olney squad, obviously a tough team. Coming into it, you see their record, you see they're ranked at the top of the LIC. What were you telling your team all week getting ready for this game?
Well, a little personal thing, they beat me in 8th grade night and my regional championship in my 8th grade, so I've always wanted to beat them every chance I get. So we took it super serious. It's a conference game. It's going into the postseason, the second half of the season. So we're really trying to take every scout, every personnel, everything serious. We talked about how we're going to guard every single player. And in the first half, it was working. And then we got Tolman in foul trouble. We executed our game plan to a T.
Yeah, and then, of course, you played them to right around 8 points, came back from an 18-point deficit to get to that 8 points. What were you just telling your team to get through that deficit, and what really did you see that started working for your squad?
Yeah, Jack Webb was really working in the post. That was helping us a lot. We were throwing in a little bit of our 2-3 jump and tried to throw in some 1-2-2, just trying to throw different looks at him, mix him up a little bit. He was a little frustrated at first, trying to get to the right sets, and the guys weren't really executing on the other end. So, it was nice to throw in some different looks and make them question what they're doing. But, that's a great team. Hallam, he's just able to adapt. He's a great player. You saw his bag work out there. He's so good. Tolman's a big boy. It's hard to guard. It's hard to turn him down, All their players, RJ, he's a great shooter. Just because he didn't play that well tonight doesn't mean he's not a great player, They got great players all up and down. So, our game plan was just to play as hard as we can, and all week we were focusing on physicality, how we're going to guard without fouling. Jack Webb really keying in on being on the high side of Tolman. All week it was a lot of focus on just technical.
Yeah, and one last question. Obviously, El Dorado tomorrow didn't get to play him last year due to some issues with going on over there. Is there anything that you're going to try to tell them to bounce back from? I would just say a great game from you guys heading into not getting a little too, over, head inflated, I guess is what I should say.
I'm pretty sure they don't have a guy over 6 foot, so I'm going to tell them we should win the rebounding battle. We should get the ball in the post. We should outrun them with our bigs. We should be able to take advantage of some nice things, and we're going to build off this. I'm telling them to keep their heads up. We played well. We had them to 8 points, I think, in the last 3-4 minutes, and then we just had some unforced turnovers. So we're building, and we're working towards that tournament next week.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you. A great game, even though it wasn't the outcome you wanted, and this is one that you're going to build on.
Yep. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys.
That was Coach Justin Carpenter on our postgame show here on WSJD. As they kind of mentioned, a Black Diamond foe coming into town, taking on El Dorado. And then they face off against Newton, an LIC opponent, on the 21st of January before heading into LIC conference play. And Coach Carpenter forgot his water bottle. We'll try to get that to him any way we can. But LIC conference play coming up for the Aces, but they're going to fall in this one. 53-32. And Max, you are doing the game tomorrow, so you might have a chance to get Coach Carp his water bottle tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully I can get him his water bottle tomorrow. If not, it's a pretty nice water bottle.
You might keep it yourself.
I won't tell him, but I might keep it for myself.
Yeah, that's too funny. He had trouble finding us up here before, and now he left his water bottle. Not too worried about it. We'll get it to him tomorrow. Don't worry, Aces fans. But 53-32 is your final, according to that Tim Phillips of Jade Investments scoreboard. Once again, 53-32, the final. Taking on El Dorado tomorrow. You can catch that one from Max Gerlach. But from all of us here at Ron Herron Gymnasium, that is going to do it. Once more, 53-32, the final in favor of the Olney Tigers. But we will see you tomorrow, Aces fans. Good night, everybody.